Good afternoon, students. In last lecture, we have discussed about the merits and demerits of onboard storage of battery in electrical vehicle. In this lecture, we have to discuss first merits and demerits of electrical vehicle. Merits and demerits of electrical vehicle. Okay, see here, electrical vehicle do not produce carbon dioxide through driving, right? Because of this, many people wrongly assume that they are emission free vehicles, but this is not the case. Emissions from electrical vehicle fall into two categories. One is life cycle emission and beyond tailpipe emission, right? So there are two general categories of vehicle emission: direct and life cycle. That is life cycle and direct. See here, life cycle emissions of an electrical vehicle are important and often overlooked by the fact, right? While electrical vehicles produce less driving emissions than cars powered through internal combustion engine, right? Their life cycle emissions are higher. So life cycle emissions are byproducts of production and disposal. They take into account things like mining lithium for battery production, as well as disposing of bad batteries once the car is finished, right? This is the life cycle emission. Right. So next one is direct emission. See here, in the direct emissions, these are emitted through the tailpipe, through evaporation from the fuel system and during the fueling process, right? Direct emission include smoke forming pollutants such like nitrogen oxide, other pollutants harmful to human health, and greenhouse gases. Primarily that is carbon dioxide. All electrical vehicles produce zero direct emission, which specifically helps improve air quality in urban areas. Plug-in hybrid electric vehicles, which have a gasoline engine in addition to an electric motor, produce evaporative emission from the fuel systems, as well as tailpipe emission when operating on gasoline. However, because most plug-in hybrid electrical vehicles are more efficient than comparable to conventional vehicles, they still produce fewer tailpipe emission even when relying on the gasoline. This is all about the merits and demerits of the electrical vehicle. So we have the knowledge about the electrical vehicle, that electrical vehicles also produces emission. There are two types of emission. One is life cycle and second one is direct emission. The direct emission produced by the electrical vehicle is not in higher amount or very less. It is negligible. Next point is we have to discuss major point, that is charging station type. Here in conventional vehicles there is a petrol pump or pumps to for the fuel supply, right? But electrical vehicle requires charging stations, right? We have to charge that electrical vehicles for 4 to 6 hours for their range for the complete charging. and in this system supercharging is introduced for the faster charging, right? So charging stations falls into four basic categories. One is residential charging station. First one is residential charging station. Second one is charging while park, that is including public charging stations, right? Third one is fast charging at public stations, and the fourth one is battery swap or charges in under 15 minutes, right? These are the charging types of charging station type. Is here first one is residential charging station. An electrical vehicle owner plug into standard receptacle or connector when he or she returns home and charges overnight, right? Home charging stations usually has no user authentication, no separate metering, but may require wiring dedicated circuit to have faster charging. Some portable chargers can also be wall mounted as a charging station. This is all about the residential charging station. Next one is charging while parking. It is also very useful. A private or commercial venture for a fee or free, sometime offered in partnership with the owners of parking lot. This charging may be slow or high speed and often encourages electrical vehicle owners to recharge their cars while they take advantage of nearby facility. It can include parking for organizations, own employees, parking at shopping malls, small centers, and public transit stations. Typically, AC type or type 1, type 2 plugs are used. These are about the charging while park. Third one is fast charging at public stations. It is very useful, less than 40 kilowatt, capable of delivering over 60 mile or off range in 10 to 30 minutes. These chargers may be at rest stops to allow for longer distance trips. They may also be used regularly by commuters in in urban areas and for charging while parked for shorter or longer periods. Common example are type 2, that is Europe, CCS, CHAdeMO, SAE combined charging systems, and Tesla superchargers. Next is battery swaps or chargers in under 15 minutes. See here in this specified target for car credits for zero emission vehicle is adding 20 miles across approximately 30 to 320 kilometer to its range in less than 15 minutes. In 2014, this was not possible for charging electrical vehicles, but it is achievable with electrical vehicle battery swaps. It intends to match the refueling expectation of a regular driver and give crane mobile support for discharge vehicle where there is no charging stations. Battery capacity and capability of handling faster charging are both increasing, and methods of charging have needed to change and improve. New options have also been introduced, that is on a small scale, including mobile charging stations and charging via inductive charging mats. यहाँ पर चार टाइप है चार्जिंग स्टेशन के, जो हम रेगुलरली घर पर कर सकते हैं, दैट इज़ रेसिडेंशियल। हम ऑफिस से आने के बाद रात भर चार्जिंग कर सकते हैं, उसके लिए सेपरेट मीटर भी नहीं लगता, राइट। दूसरा है पार्किंग में, कोई ऐसा ही जो पार्किंग का कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेते हैं वो हमें प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं चार्जिंग के लिए। बाद में फास्ट चार्जिंग स्टेशन हम लगवा सकते हैं, जैसे पेट्रोल पंप है वैसे हम फास्ट चार्जिंग स्टेशन लगा सकते हैं। और बैटरी चेंज करने से भी हम कर सकते हैं, राइट। तो नेक्स्ट वन इज़ रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ चार्जिंग स्टेशंस। क्यों रिक्वायर्ड है? क्योंकि हम जब देखते हैं कन्वेंशनल व्हीकल के लिए पेट्रोल पंप रिक्वायर्ड है, वैसे ही ये इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल के लिए मैक्सिमम हमें चार्जिंग स्टेशंस चाहिए। तो रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ चार्जिंग स्टेशंस, राइट। पब्लिक चार्जिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट क्या क्या है, राइट। एवरी पब्लिक चार्जिंग स्टेशन शैल हैव द फॉलोइंग मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट, राइट। फर्स्ट रिक्वायरमेंट इसमें क्या होगा? एन एक्सक्लूसिव ट्रांसफार्मर विल बी रिलेटेड सबस्टेशन इक्विपमेंट्स इंक्लूडिंग सेफ्टी एप्लीकेशंस, राइट। ट्रांसफार्मर इंपॉर्टेंट है, सेपरेट और सेफ्टी अप्लायंसेस। 2 3311 kilowatt line cables with associated equipment including as needed for line termination, metering, etc. Then appropriate civil works required है, adequate space for charging and entry exit of vehicles. Then current international standards that are prevalent and used by most vehicle manufacturers intentionally, that is CCS and CANMO, right. Hence public charging stations shall have one or more electrical kiosk boards with installation of charger model as follow, right. So यहाँ पर हम मॉडल बताया गया है सीयर। तो यहाँ पर चार्जर टाइप यहाँ पर होगा चार्जर कनेक्टर्स, रेटेड वोल्टेज, नंबर ऑफ चार्जिंग पॉइंट्स। जब हम ये चार्जिंग स्टेशन स्टार्ट करेंगे तो हमें ये रिक्वायर्ड है। तो इसमें 2 कैटेगरी है, फास्ट, वन इज फास्ट, सेकेंड वन इज स्लो और मॉडरेट, राइट। इसमें भी CCS दैट इज मिनिमम 50 किलोवाट, बाद में CHADMO मिनिमम 50 किलोवाट, देन टाइप 2 AC करंट मिनिमम 22 किलोवाट, राइट। अभी इसको वोल्टेज रिक्वायरमेंट कितना है ये बता देता हूँ। दिस इज 200 to 1000, दैट इज 200 to 1000। दिस इज अबाउट 380 to 480। और इसको नंबर ऑफ जनरेशन 11 CG, दिस इज 11 CG एंड सेम 11/CG। तो स्लो और मॉडरेट में दो टाइप है, दैट इज भारत डीसी, दैट इज 001 15 किलोवाट, भारत एसी, that is 001 10 kilowatt. Requirement 70 to 200 and this is 230. This is in our house 1 cg and 3 by 3 cg of 3.3 kilowatt each, right? This is about the installation model of charging stations, right? Next requirement is board may have options for installation charger if required. Then type with at least one online network service provided to enable advanced remote online booking of charging by electrical vehicle owners. Such online information electrical vehicle owners should also include information regarding location, type and number of chargers installed available. Next is appropriate public amenities, वो भी available चाहिए. Then where in addition to above fast charging facility is also planned to be provided by PCS public charging stations by the PCI provided. The additional infrastructure must be provided. First addition, that is appropriate liquid cooled cable if high speed charging facility for onboard charging of fluid cooled batteries is also planned. Second, appropriate climate control equipment for fast charging of batteries to be used for swapping. And last requirement, that is electrical vehicle service equipment, that is EVSE, shall be type tested by an appropriate reputed authority. So this is all about the merits and demerits of electrical vehicle, and then charging types, charging stations types and requirement of charging stations. So in next lecture we'll discuss, I'll repeat this for demerits, merits. The emission is two type from the electrical vehicle, that is life cycle and direct emission. Direct emission is in less quantity. Then charging stations type, first one is residential charging station, second one is charging while parked, third one is fast charging at public charging stations, and fourth one is battery swap or charge in under 15 minutes. Then we have to consider